Hey everyone, welcome back to a new video. I recently went to Paris for 5 nights with my family. We honestly did everything that you can possibly do in Paris, so I want to tell you guys so that when you next go to Paris you don't miss anything. All these things are either free or under 25 euros, so if you're on a budget then these are definitely the things that you should do. When I next go to Paris I'm gonna be repeating these things that I did because they were just so good. You're gonna have to excuse my French because it's really not there. You have to visit the Palais Garnier. Is that how I say it? I'm gonna put the names on screen so you can actually see what it's called, but basically the opera house, the Paris Opera House, you can go inside, you buy a ticket for under 25s. It is 10 euro, which is so good, and I think over it's like no more than 15. Basically you get to go inside and explore the inside of the opera house. It is absolutely beautiful, and there's this one hall that is just unbelievable. It's the most beautiful thing I've ever seen in my life. Everyone needs to see that. It honestly is absolutely amazing. It was really cool because you get to go in the auditorium as well, see the stage and that, and when we went the principal dancers were actually practicing, which is really cool for me, so that is definitely a must. The next thing that I really recommend is walking down Rue Montorgueil. It's this street and it has so many cafes, restaurants, patisseries, bakeries, fishmongers. Where we were staying was right by that road. My friends also went not so long ago and I spoke to them recently and they said they absolutely loved this street. So it's not just me. It's so traditional French and so many cafes with seats outside. It really is beautiful. We always got our baguette from one of the bakeries. We just got our baguette. They're like 120 euro. You can get pastries from down there, a croissant, all those nice things. Okay, so we went to this amazing restaurant that I recommend if you are looking for something very traditionally French. It's called Bouillon Chartier. It is very popular, so if you are gonna go, you need to go as early as possible. You want to be there at between 6 and 7. People start queuing, like it's really popular. But one of the reasons for that is because it's so reasonable in price. The main meals are between 7 euro and 13 euro. I got a steak and chips, it was 13 euro. The atmosphere was amazing. It's like this massive room and like there's a lot of tables in there, so it is quite cramped, but it's just part of the experience. The waiters are really nice and they write your order on the tablecloth, and like when they work out the bill at the end they like write it all down on tablecloth, which is quite a cool like added bonus. A starter is like 2 to 3 euros. The desserts are really good, really cheap, but really good food, so I definitely recommend that for something to eat. Obviously if you've never seen the Eiffel Tower, you need to see the Eiffel Tower. I have been up the Eiffel Tower. I feel like everyone should, just to know that you've done it, but once you've done it you don't really feel the need to keep going up it. The view of it from like afar is absolutely amazing. No matter how many times you see the Eiffel Tower, still every time you're like walking up to it and you first see it, it's so impressive. The Galerie Lafayette. This is basically a massive department store. It's just beautiful inside. There's a lot of floors, and on the ceiling there's this like beautiful dome with like a really nice pattern on the glass. They have a free rooftop view, so you can go up there for free and see a really beautiful view of Paris. In the summer it's really nice because there's like chairs and sunbeds and all that. Even if you're not going to buy anything, like we didn't, it's just such a nice activity to do, especially if it's raining. I recommend going into one of the cafes. The cafes are honestly everywhere. It's really nice to sit outside if it's sunny on the tables and chairs, but you do have to be careful. If there's any like big monument around, try and avoid those cafes because they put the prices up, and I think a hot chocolate's like 8 or 9 euro. Even a coffee, it was honestly extortionate. Head to places that are a bit more quiet and there's not like a big monument anywhere near, and you'll get like a decent price drink. If you're looking for some evening entertainment, this place was absolutely amazing. So it's a jazz bar, and you don't even have to be that passionate about jazz music. Like I wasn't that passionate, but honestly it was amazing. So we went to see a big jazz band. For students it was only €10 to get in, adults were like 15, something like that, so not much at all. But basically it's underground, a jazz band were playing, and the atmosphere was unmatched. I think it's one of the best things I've ever seen. There was people dancing on the dance floor, like professional dancers with their partner dancing. Oh, I just absolutely loved it. I mean, it was quite cramped in there, but I feel like it added to the experience. I feel like some nights would be less busy than others, and I think the band that we saw were quite popular. So another activity that I recommend is walking around Montmartre, which is this really nice area with really cute buildings. It's like up a hill. There's all these artists painting like people or buildings, so you can go buy their art or just have a look. There's also a really nice view of Paris, and there's like steps, so you can like sit on the steps and just like look at the view of Paris. It's really beautiful. So obviously that's free. We actually got the bus up there, so we didn't have to walk up the hill, but I have walked up it before and it is quite a hill, but as I say, we got the bus, so that was really good. It just took us right up there. I don't know if this was just me, but I just loved getting crepes because they're French. Like, you need to get a French crepe. They're everywhere. Little stores selling crepes. Like, it varies from €3 to about €6 depending on your toppings and that, but yeah, I think I got like 2 or 3 crepes over the time, and I just loved that. Like, I felt so authentic. I recommend going to see the Notre Dame. So obviously, like, now it's under construction because of the fire, but even with the construction, and it was so beautiful and so impressive. There's like these steps that you can stand on so you can see a better view of it. So yeah, there's so much history behind that cathedral, and yeah, it's a very impressive building. Obviously it's free if you don't go inside. It's not open now to go inside, but soon it will be. I'm not sure how much it is, but it's probably not that much. Another monument to see is the Arc de Triomphe, which is this like, you probably will know, but it's this like massive arch, and it's got the most beautiful like detailing in the stone. You literally could just like look for hours at all of the art on there. So you can pay €23 to go up, and there's like a bit of a view, which is really nice because then you can see like the famous roads that come off it. But we didn't. The queue was really big, so we just sat under it and just admired the view of it. And lastly, I recommend doing a boat trip on the Seine. I loved this, and it was really good value for money because you was on there for like an hour. You saw everything. You go past the Eiffel Tower so close. You can get an amazing view of it. And I saw someone on the boat of a night, and the view of the Eiffel Tower looked amazing. So if I go back, I want to do it in the night time. We did it in the day, which was equally as nice. There's a river here and a river here. The two rivers then go into one, so like there's like an island in between. So we was on the right hand river, and then we ended up in the middle, and then on the way back we went down the part that we hadn't been yet, so you got to see everything. That was really good. So yeah, there's some things to do in Paris. Let me know if you enjoyed. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you very soon in the next one. Bye.